created this world for us to explore and learn about ourselves and for our soul to grow. So anyway, I end up doing this music, and music sends me down a path where it's like lust for women, staying out late, taking something to go to sleep, taking something to wake up, anger. I put everything I had into this, you know what I'm saying, and to watch it fall apart, or when I was getting gratitude for it, or reaching a point where I felt like it was going somewhere, nobody I loved was around to see it. So what's the point? I come from a world of violence, man. A world where I've seen a whole lot, you know what I mean? And those things end up rubbing off on you. You become violent. You think you gotta impress people with guns and gang banging and all of these things, you know what I mean? So that's the people I roll with, They come from the same place as me, so you're gonna catch me out. You better watch your mouth, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just say the craziest shit in the world, you might get smacked in your shit, or even worse, you know what I mean? So it teaches you how to be around all types of people, you know what I mean? And I know that I can't bring these friends around these friends, you know what I mean? Because I'm chilling with people from all over the place. But I hate when someone looks at me, and assumes that I'm something I'm not, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of layers to me, man. And it's like, I would get that from police, where you headed? What are you doing? So I ended up thinking cops were bad, not knowing they was here to help. There are some corrupt people, you know what I mean? But that's in every aspect of life. That's in your neighborhood, that's in your relationships, and in law enforcement, sadly. That's just something you got to deal with, you know what I mean? But I hope people grow to love me and not just assume that I'm some bad guy, because of where I came from. I didn't get to choose that. I got a lot of love to give, you know what I mean? So don't judge a book by its cover. So God's going to put a lot on the shoulders of the people who are here to change things. The only way someone's going to listen to what I say is for me to go through these experiences. When you go to see a psychiatrist, a lot of people don't want to do it. And the reason is because they don't feel like that person can relate to them. How can someone who hasn't experienced what you have relate to you? And that's the feeling I have. So I believe that anyone that's actually here to change things and help people has to go through a lot of pain, a lot of breakups, a lot of violence. He has to see life from so many different angles so that someone will listen to what he's saying, so he can actually connect with the person going through these bad things. They don't want to listen unless you've been through it too. And I think that's what I'm here to do. Create something, change something, spark the flame, just like Pac said. Most of the people I love, most of my friends, they're all dead and gone. Victims of murder, victims of violence. Some of them went out committing violence, you know what I'm saying? Because they just snapped, they cracked. They couldn't deal with what life handed them, you know what I'm saying? And maybe we can catch this before it gets that far. You know what I mean? Maybe we can connect with these children on a level where it isn't we're looking down on them, but we actually can connect and try to understand where they're coming from and believe that what they're saying is true, when they say, man, I'm going to kill myself, or man, I'm going to hurt somebody. People should listen. You know what I mean? I watched this over and over, and people just sitting there like, I told you so. I told you they were bad. No, they just lack love, man. When you don't got love in your life, you're going to do anything to act out and get people to pay attention to what you're doing, So we need more love out here. That's all. My music for me is an expression. It's an art form. So best believe it ain't going to be perfect all the time. You're not going to hear me always talk about love and always talk about good things, man. You're going to hear my anger in it too, because I do have that. I do have pent up anger from the things I see, the funerals I'm at, the losses I've taken, the life experiences that I've dealt with. You know what I mean? So everything ain't going to be peaches and cream, man. You're going to hear some violence, but understand it's a story. Understand it's something for people to connect to. And sometimes it's just a place for me to vent. It's an art form, So don't always judge me on what I come from and what I've seen. It's just my report. This is my report on life. It's what I've seen,